Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to just have you here live and in charge. Look countdown to green action presented by Lunatic Designs, the best in design. If you need a hero card, maybe you need some merch design, all kinds of things. You can get out there with Kigo and give him some love. Thank you very much, Mr. Van Ness. Thank you, RB Turner, for the likes out there. I appreciate you early on Facebook, as always. I appreciate that. Hashtag data 4 girls out there. I do not wish that evil on you, Ricky Bobby, but let's go from Tyler Dudley out there as well. Mr. Andrew giving us a look in and a glimpse into his life. Brudda, 4 girls. I tell you what, between Jess, we have 6, 2 boys and 4 girls. And, you know, I understand your rhythm. And if you've got gray hair, then I understand why you have that as well. It is the Tricky Triangle tonight. It is going to be Pocono Raceway here for week 13. Here's your race information for tonight's race. 70 laps for the drivers on the 118-degree track temperature. And 3 massive turns, all different turns as we would go. If you haven't driven the Tricky Triangle, well, I tell you what, you need to, because it can be a ton of fun. And the reason why it could be a ton of fun is because, well, the long straightaways change up everything. The tunnel turn, you feel like you should be lifting, but you shouldn't. You know, there's things like that. It's kind of the way it goes. Kind of the way things happen. You know. It is massive. It's just a massive track. 2.5 mile length track. They're going to run, again, 70 laps. Stage laps going to be completion of lap 20. 4 sets of tires, total 100% fuel, 1 fast repair for the day. Oh, I believe they have fast repair. I have to double check. Hold on. We'll look right now. Info. No fast repair. You know, because I did everything right but that. All right. No fast repair. Week 13. That's as simple as it gets right there with the change. Dudley, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. We're going to see 79 degrees on the weather temperature for the Track Racer weather report. Ready to find your game with the Track Racer setup. Use promo code CHOPSHOP. Save yourself some money. 16% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 7-mile-an-hour wind. Admin box on board as well. Chop Shop 10 will save you 10% there. Chop Shop 15 will save you 15% on the admin box today. Make sure you check them out. Dub Farms LLC on board with the Chopp'N It Up podcast Xfinity series. Make sure you check out everybody there. Facebook.com. Look up Dub Farm LLC. Long haul. Long haul hauling. I mean, that's what he does, and he does a pretty fantastic job of doing it. Beautiful racetrack. Things are loading in for all the drivers. You know, all the cool things. We appreciate them. There's Lunatic out there. Thank you, Budgie, for being out there, dear. I appreciate you. Bad weather is gone. We're going to get a little bit more rain tonight, which we need to smother some more of those fires that are out there in our area. Those who have been impacted by this massive weather front that's been going through the southern and midwestern portion of the United States. Hopefully everybody's good and safe, and everybody's doing themselves some justice by keeping safe and keeping your weather radios up to snuff as well. Qualifying has finished, and we're going to get down to it there, folks. It is going to be your Dub Farms LLC pole sitter. It's going to be Tyler Lemon with 23, looking pretty fantastic after last week. He's looking to go, I believe, back-to-back here as they go. CNL Carpets out there as well. You know, if I wish CNL Carpets was right here in Missouri because, you know, they're going to replace our carpet on Monday. And I would much rather see them put in luxury vinyl planks. And if I had somebody to call to give me luxury vinyl planks, it would be the man behind the scenes, Mr. Greg Langford, over at CNL Carpet, 757-536-5155. Tony Sanders going to be outside pole sitter. Kevin Winker, Jerry Culver, Jonathan Caseberg, Clint Hacker to make up the front 3 rows here. Brian Rayburn, Mark Ratchet are going to be there, row number 4. Brock Duty, Robert Church, row number 5. RB Turner, Larry Breger are going to be out there, row number 6.
Became a warrior.
Thank you for becoming a warrior. Hey, man. Thank you for becoming a member out there on YouTube. It's a warrior. That's what I call all of you. You are all warriors. Those who know, when I was in the Army, we called everybody a warrior. That's what it is. Thank you, Andrew, for doing that. That's awesome. You get access to some member-only content on YouTube and help support the channel. Thank you very much. Bosworth's going to be out there. Road number 7 with Mr. Dudley to his outside. Andrew, you're starting there in the back with Mr. Mueller. Jeff K, Devin Acuda are going to be out there through row through road 9. 18 drivers tonight. And it could be a nice, cool, calm, collected race pattern tonight. Want to thank, of course, Richard Bertaw. He's got PRS Setups out there. He's given some courses out there as well. You can sign up for those private things by go to PRSSetups.com. Make sure you use Chop Shop 10. Save yourself a little bit of money out there with that, and make sure that you take care of yourselves. Again, Duff Farm LLC. Make sure you contact Brad Duff. He's going to be taking care of all of your long haul hauling out there, especially he's out there, traveled all over the U.S., and we appreciate it. Chopp'N It Up podcast, of course, is on YouTube, and you can find it on Spotify as well. New episodes coming out each and every time that Ryan can muster the opportunity to do it. They have a release schedule that's pretty awesome, so make sure you check it out. You can go out there and actually watch the first podcast between myself and Mr. Wendt. Driver's going to leave pit road. We got a couple drivers ready to go. A little KOA action back there. How's everybody doing? Now that I've gone through the formalities, how is everybody's night going? Top 5 from last week at the top tail of the field. And that'll be where it is. Race control tonight, I believe, should be both the co-owners, John Hammond and Michael Strickland. They're going to be up in the race control tower here at Pocono. Just chilling out, relaxing. Maybe shooting some b-ball. Maybe being up to no good. Maybe they're going to make some trouble in the neighborhood. You know, don't get in any fights in there, gentlemen. Your mom might send you over to Uncle Phil. All right, so Kevin Winker will make up the front row now, as Tony Sanders will be there on the outside. With the ULs that just happened, that makes it outside lane pretty long here. That inside lane has very few drivers. Going to put everybody in the back. Winker Nation out there, appreciate you. Zoot, thank you for the likes, sir. I appreciate you. Those who were looking for the Powder Puff race this week, a reminder that the Powder Puff race is postponed to next week. Thank you for the likes, sir. I appreciate you. Cole Vern, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. I appreciate you. Yeah, so that'll be next week, folks. We're going to go back to it. We got Kansas and Bristol still left for the final 2 races of the Powder Puff Series. Then Saturdays, we're going to go to the Signature Esports Gen 6 Series. We're going to be getting that rolling in April. That's going to be a ton of fun. I'm excited for that. All right, drivers are ready. I'm ready. Chop Shop Racing, Week 13. They go on a green. We're live from Studio 1A, which is our kitchen. Once again, this week, we love to see it. All right, drivers doing themselves some justice. Brian Rayburn, Michael Bosworth, and Devin Cooner are going to be out there. It's showing them on the relative that they're 2 laps down, but the iRacing will fix itself. They should be on the lead lap, according to what they're going to. They started from pit road. Some drivers had to jump to pit road there early in the get-go, so that is kind of the way it is. 9/10 of a second lead over Jerry Culver. Culver pushing up out of turn 2 as the 7 of Tony Sanders trying to make it work. Tyler Lemon, we saw him 3 wide on the what we'll call the back straightaway before the tunnel turn out of turn 1, and he's trying to get himself back up into contention here. Front straightaway, we'll see him. They'll fan out. A little free for Dudley. 34 up on the high side, 23 on the inside. And one thing you don't want to do is burn off your tires early here, because that can be a factor. Winker 55.42 last time by. Driver starting to run those laps. And there it is, 10.8 second difference here from Devin Acuna to the rest of the field. We'll see how everybody fans out. Breger, Andrew Scrodenboer. I see Andrew having a big deal going on. All right, driver cams tonight. We've got a couple of them. Chop Shop Racing gives us our driver cams each and every week. There is Mr. Dudley giving us a good look at what it is to be an Alabama fan. I believe he wears that shirt for our streams. If not, he's got a bunch of them, and he is a diehard Alabama fan. We love him. We appreciate him, Mr. Dudley. Much love to you, my friend. There is R.B. Turner. R.B. good on the long haul. Likes to take his time. Moving forward. Case Beal just behind him. He's going to try to make a pass there on the inside. There's Larry Breger making the Toyota Supra work. Hold on to your butts. There it is. There is Andrew. He sits in ninth. Up 6 spots early. Andrew in the 34. Got the dad car on. He is hooked up right now. Out there for Dad, right? Look at that paint scheme. You know, I ought to do that. I actually ought to do that. I ought to let Cody take it, make some drawings for me and throw them up on the car. That's a good idea. Love it. Andrew, good killing it, man. It was fantastic. Fantastic. There's Clint Hackett. He sits in 5th right now. Everybody holding on to their butts. I hope you are. 7 in 5th right now, right behind Robert Church, who's just ahead of him. Tyler Lemon trying to push down on the inside. Again, fast laps for qualifying. 49 up on the outside lane. That draft is massive here. You get big runs on the outside lane. And you kind of get leveled out. We'll see what Kevin Lincoln's going to have for Jerry Culver as the driver's going to work. Last driver on the driver cams is Mr. Church. Robert Church has scooted up and his elbows up. Into the wall just a touch there. Ooh, almost into the 7. Sits in 4th. Clint Hackett there on the inside, turn 3. These cars feel very free on the straightaway. 7 pushing out, 5 working, 49 back to the outside. Good run for all the drivers. Taking a Chop Shop for being a Driver Cam sponsor each and every week. We appreciate them very much. Big old spit a budgie. Let's go. 7 all the way down. Free in front of the driver. 7 slides to 5. 49 bump drafted as they go. And right now down into the tunnel turn. Tyler Lemon trying to make some things happen here. Doubled up into the braking zone. 5 back on the outside of the 23. This is what it looks like from our NASCAR follow cam was what I call this one. 23 has the 5 up there. 49 just off the braking zone. 23 in. 5 brakes early. He's going to be able to run that second lane. That's one thing about this racetrack is on the course of the long haul, like you see at Indianapolis, that outside lane is going to be prevalent. A little bit of clean air for the 5. He'll get right there to the back of the 23. 5 looks to shoot the inside again, but not going to make that happen. Try to make it work. Good look so far. So far, so good. Kevin Winker, 1/8 of a second lead. Now 9/10 of a second lead as Jerry Culver is maximized a little bit of what he's got going on. Tyler Lemon from the back to the front, try to work his way back up to where he had started. But smaller field today, so a little bit easier, especially on a bigger track like this. Jerry Culver pushing up, pushing out, doing a great job. 7 of 7 again. Stage caution is going to be a lap 20 as we all go to work. Tony Sanders has closed in. Jess is kicking butt and taking names. 49 a little free. Brock Duty to the 9. Seeing the 02 close in. There's 34 just behind as well. Devin Acuna, 56.75 his last lap, just ahead Bosworth, 56.56. Mueller just ran a 57.09 this last time by as he just crossed the start-finish line. He works into the corner. Again, saving tires is big. How about Rayburn? He's out there with a Gravedigger paint machine. Back out there again. Kaylee, you're on board with it. That's for darn sure. Battle for 4th is on as Tyler Lemon trying to work on Tony Sanders. Sanders up and out of the tunnel turn. Tyler Lemon and Clint Hackett going after it here. Clint Hackett will cross over. Oh, gets out of it. Back into it. And I think Tyler Lemon has closed in, and so now Clint Hackett will have an opportunity to try to travel back. So the fourth is Tyler Lemon, 4.3 second advantage. Kevin Winker trying to win another stage. His 4 wins on the season, and no doubt these drivers try to press on and press forward. Tony Sanders in third. Some of these drivers looking for wins and trying to be in the right cycle. And right now, Tyler Lemon has closed down a 10th over the course of the first turn. Fastest driver on the racetrack is actually Tony Sanders, outside of your race leader. Zook, thank you for becoming a member out there. Big
Justin
supporter.
Zukix became a warrior.
Hey, you know what? Brian, the text-to-speech guy, I almost got your name right. Thank you, Zook. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for becoming a warrior. That's massively awesome. I appreciate it. It's it's not very expensive to do it, and you get access to all those behind-the-scenes races, behind-the-scenes videos, and some of my opinions, and one OBS tutorial that is what people have watched for a couple of years. I put it behind a paywall. I need to do a new one. I do need to do a new one. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you becoming a member. Church E to Dudley. Tyler Lemon within 4 seconds. Big racetrack. 34. We'll see Mark Rexer to the 24. Go to the outside. Ooh, free in turn 3. Double brakes into the corner. 24 rolls up and out. Got some new paint schemes to be doing for folks, but you want to see a paint scheme that you can get done, you need to talk to Mark. He does a pretty banger job as well. On top of all that, yeah, we're going to be doing some marker car paint schemes here. Jonathan Casebeer off 5. Rock Duty will work it. RB Turner and the 02 LPA driver. Kevin Winker, 56.89 last time by. Tyler Lemon, just a touch faster. Tony Sanders, a touch faster as well. Sanders is closing in on Jerry Culver. Culver drops into the corner, 1.5 seconds the gap. I think we close this gap back down. Tyler Lemon is going to have a strong sense of urgency here. Long Pond Road at Blakesley, Pennsylvania. Formerly known as Pocono International Raceway, the Great American Gateway 400 has ran here since 1971, and the NASCAR Xfinity Series has ran here since 2016, and they call it the Explore the Pocono Mountains 225, but the Great American Great American Getaway 400 has been the race that Pocono has been held for NASCAR, the Cup Series. Reminder to all you folks out there that the Cup Series FanDuel Challenge, make sure you get your picks put in because that's coming up. 13 of 70. Sanders trying to work. Tyler Lemon, good drive here. 57 flat last time by. Kevin Winker's fall off is about the same. Tyler Lemon and Tony Sanders, fastest drivers on the racetrack right now. Tony Sanders a little free out of the corner. It's getting close to Jerry Culver here. Trying to maximize the input. Memories from the kitchen. Yeah, we're coming Studio 1A. That's what it is. 7 to the bottom side in turn 3. Culver working a little bit higher here. Sanders up and out. Culver into the wall. Sanders is going to have a huge run here. 2 seconds now the gap. Tyler Lemon, 56.97, so he's still got something in that car. as far as turn goes. 57.31 for Kevin Winker. Tony Sanders will be able to work up the corner. 13 up on the outside lane. They'll be door to door. 13 defends second here, but Tyler Lemon is catching them both. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Tony Sanders trying to make the pass on the 13. Everybody working. Colby, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. 7 up and out. 3 seconds now the gap with 6 laps to go. That's plenty of time for Sanders and Lemon to be able to close in. Culver trying to hold on. Tony Sanders needs a good run off the corner here. He's going to get a little wall tap. Tyler Lemon has soaked into the draft here. He's within a second of these two drivers. Right now, 1.8 and trying to close in. Tony Sanders tries to feign the move to the bottom side. 13 is going to push tight here. 17 working out. Colby, thank you once again.
Budgie Bird
And
5
Budgie said 500 biddies. Thank you, dear. Oh, baby, a lot of things happening back here. Mark Wretched sees Clint Hackett just ahead. There's Sedina, Brock Duty, Roland Casebeer up to 8th. Kevin Winker, 2-second lead. 2.78 back is Tyler Lemon. I think Tyler's got the car to beat tonight. And Clint Hackett doing everything he can right now to get around Jerry Culver. That dirty air is woeing up that car. And Tyler Lemon taking full advantage of it. And now 2 3/4. Again, stage completion at the end of lap 20. As Kevin Winker goes to work. Still working on it. 3-car pack. Working on, working forward. Tyler just barely lifts out of the corner. He's going to go to the inside here. A big run. Door to door. The 7 of the 23, 13 on the bottom side. He's going to try to pull ahead. A little free for the 23. He's going to have to try to come up and side draft here. Turn 1's going to be right where Tony Sanders saw it happen before. Roberts, thank you for the like, sir. 7 drops in. 23 is going to be able to have the throttle off. That inside lane has good grip. Now Tyler Lemon pushing up out of the corner. He's going to clear Tony Sanders. Now opportunity knocking. 17 of 70. 3 to go at the line for the stage. Kevin Winker out front, 2 2/3 of a second. 2 1/3 of a second here. 13 drops to the inside. 13 tries to feign the corner. 23 is just going to have the drive here. There to block. 23 is going to have a huge run. Ooh, almost puts him into the wall. 13 down to the bottom side of the 23, door to door. 13 slides up in front of the 7. Very close to 3 wide. 13 ripping the wall. Oh, the 23. They were 3 wide there for a moment. Tony Sanders is going to give that spot up. Tony Sanders drops to the corner of the tunnel turn. 7 back to the back bumper. Jerry Culver trying to hold on to that P2 spot. Tyler Lemon saw Jerry Culver drive him hard there. I tell you what, you expect the racers to do what they can. That's going to be some breathing room for Kevin Winker. 3 seconds the gap as Jerry Culver is going to have to try to close it back down. Tyler Lemon, 4.4. Church and Casebeer battle here. RB Turner to the bottom side. 2 to go to the stage. Jerry Culver pressing on, trying to press back forward. Lemon and Tony Sanders going to work. The closer you race to the front, the harder it is to pass. And that is shown by Jerry Culver here. Kevin Winker into turn 3. Will come around. This will be the white flag for the stage. And Mr. Culver still running decent laps here. Tyler Lemon's last lap, about a second and a half off of what he was running before. He pulls away from Tony Sanders here, 4 3/4 second. Now the tires, you can see, are hurting just a little bit. Jerry Culver in second. Tony Sanders within a 10th. Dudley sits in 5th. Case Spears in 6th. R.B. Turner's going to be in 7th. He's up 4. Dudley's your biggest mover of the race right now, up 9 spots. Breger having an issue. He's going to toe to pit road, so no caution will be out here. Out of the tunnel turn. Devin Acuna getting around Jeff K. Jeff K. having a dang old race. Devin working. Bosworth's back there as well. Kevin Winker comes around turn 3. He'll have another stage win. And as the standings would be, Kevin Winker will win the stage. Jerry Culver will be 2nd. Tyler Lemon will be 3rd. Sanders 4th. Robert Dudley 5th. Case Spears 6th. R.B. Turner 7th. Robert Church 8th. Brock Duty will be 9th. Clint Hackett 10th. Mark Retch at 11th. Andrew is going to finish 3 spots up in 12th. Kevin Winker with a stage win gives us the first break in action here as first caution comes out. There's your points. Kevin Winker has 4 wins, 5 stage wins. Now make that 6 stage wins on the season. Playoff points are going to be needed to be able to carry you a little bit. That'll be with a 3-race first round. That's going to net him a race when it comes to how the playoffs going to work here. Having a super speedway in the playoffs changes everything. So if you have a bad finish, that's going to help out. Dudley 2nd in the point standings, has a win. Tyler Lemon got his first win not too long ago, so he is up at the win columns. He is looking to try to put in some of those points and negate some of those points that you see. So now P3 finishing the stage, but I think he has the car to beat tonight. Jerry Culver 5th in the point standings, finishes 2nd of the stage, but we'll put up a fight to make everybody earn everything they've got going on. R.B. Turner 4th in the point standings, just ahead of him. Still looking for that first win, but anything can happen. Case Spear has a win. Ed Perry has 2 wins. Ryan Wendt has a win as well. Tony Sanders with a win. It's just outside the playoff standings here and is looking to try to get those points to be able to move himself forward. Yeah. All the things, folks, all the things. Jeff K had an issue. He jumped to pit road. What happened to Jeff K? Here's what happened to Jeff. I think he just had to stop. I think that was it. I think that's all he had to do. All right, drivers. We're going to come to pit road. We're going to take a hydrate break. It's a perfect opportunity to do so. Big, long pace laps here. Be right back. Thomas, thank you for the like. I appreciate you very much. All the things that make the stream go wild. You guys kicking butt and taking names. Tyler Lemon's going to elect the high lane on the restart here. He wins the race off pit road. Kevin Winker, he came to pit road. He's going to find himself third. That number one pit box for Tyler Lemon made that work. I wanted to look at Kevin Winker's pit because SDK's jacked up here. So I wanted to see. Yeah, he got tires. Yeah, I was going to say. SDK tell me that he had a 0.37 second pit stop. So, you know, those things. Yeah, he might have given himself a little extra fuel. We'll see. There is going to be one pit stop on this just about 45 lap run. Drivers cannot make it on fuel. 28 to 32 laps is the typical fuel mileage, but we'll see how this one fares out as these drivers get ready to go. The only caution so far is for the stage, and we'll see who's going to be able to do what here. As Tyler Lemon, Jerry Culver, Jonathan Casebeer, Kevin Winker, Mr. Dudley, Mr. Sanders are ready to go. We'll see how this one rolls. You got to be masterful, and you got to do what you got to do. And all the things that do happen. Pocono Raceway. They're poking around Pocono. They're going green. Tyler Lemon with a restart there. 13 has the 42 over the back bumper. 8 of Casebeer up on the outside lane. Drivers looking to turn into turn one. Oh, Kevin Winker turns the 8. Caution will come back out. Casebeer. Take it out here. Casebeer started to turn into the corner there. 13 up to drop into the corner. Oh, the 42 did not start turning into the corner. Hit his brakes, went straight. Jonathan Casebeer, massive amount of damage. Go back, and we'll go to Kevin Winker's point of view here. Go back here. Let's go to Kevin Winker's point of view. The 8 trying to turn into the corner. Turn one's coming up. 42 right there on the back bumper. Just, yeah, there's a car out there, man. That sucks for both drivers. Let's go into the cockpit view as they get ready to turn to the corner. I mean, he is flat on Jerry Culver here. Casebeer, look, he breaks it. I mean, a great save, but man, oh man. Jonathan Casebeer, massive amount of damage on the rear end of that car. Kay and Breger out of the race. Mark Erection rolling. Sheesh. What's going on, chat? Big clip, thank you very much. I appreciate the clip. First caution of the race, and it would be your driver saving fuel. Doing RB for Mr. Van Ness, roll tide for Mr. Dudley out there. Brian Rinker giving us a like. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I don't know why your stuff doesn't show up, but thank you very much. Every single stream. Muscarella Motorsports giving you all the action for your cautions. Muscarella Motorsports has an online store out there on their website at muscarellamotorsports.com. Go check them out. Support what they've got going on. We've got a ton of merch that you can buy, and we want to see every bit of it. Thank you, Mr. Rinker. I appreciate you. Mr. Rinker is like Mr. Van Ness. He likes everything that we do, and we appreciate him. We've appreciated him for the years and years and years that he has been a part of our stream, and we're getting close to celebrating 5 years over here. Our first official Signature Esports stream as Signature Esports was technically May 1st, but we did a little bit of extra broadcasting prior to that, and it was just as favors for people. I actually did it on my personal page, and it's started my Twitch account April something, yeah, something like that. So we're coming up on our 5th year anniversary, and it's we're gonna take the time to celebrate it. So it'll probably go the entirety of the month of April into to May 1st. May 1st is the day that it resonates with us as well. Yeah, which means we'll be doing what we can. Case Beer on pit road's going to get a lot of that damage worked on. The great thing about this racetrack is that because it is long pit stops here, you can get you can get a lot of that damage fixed. So hopefully you'll be able to get the downforce fixed on that car. I saw the rear bumper just get a little pop out there, so he should be all right. Tyler Lemon will be coming out here. Lights should be going off on the pace car. And as Pocono does show, occasionally it happens. Pocono Raceway opened May 4th of 1969. Isn't that crazy? The three different turns are modeled after Trenton Speedway. Turn 2, the Tuttle turn, is modeled after Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And turn 3 is modeled after Milwaukee Mile, the Milwaukee Mile. In addition to the tri-oval, the venue features various infield road course layouts. According to the current Pocono Raceway CEO, Nick Igdalski, there are 44 possible configurations to run at the Tricky Triangle. Absolutely killing it, right? Love it. MA Superbike runs here. IMSA GT Championship has been here. The Trans Am Series has been here as well. Fastest lap ever recorded on the 2.5 mile triangle. Ryan Briscoe out of Australia in a Dallara DW12 2014. He ran a 40.9009. That's fast. Because these drivers are running. Budgie, give me some love. Thank you, Budgie. The old Budgie bird giving us that beautiful sound. We appreciate that. These drivers are running 55-second laps, so that's 15 seconds faster than what these drivers are running. That was in 2014. Pace car is going to dive off. These drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Let's do it to it, folks. Big old blend of absolutely awesomeness. Green flag, back at it again. There's the blimp view overhead. Pocono Raceway. They fan out into the corner. There they go. Dudley to the bottom side. Kevin Winker to the back of the field. That is he took responsibility for that incident. He's going to be just fine. Should be able to get out there and do what he can. Kevin on 27 himself, just to check his nose, get a little extra fuel. 100 of Mueller to the outside. So we'll see how far he can advance himself. Mike Mueller sideways a little bit out of the corner. Will be up on the outside lane into the tunnel turn. Kevin Winker running gingerly just for the time being. Tyler Lemon, Jerry Culver, Dudley up out of the corner. Whoa, baby, drivers making contact with that wall. Rayburn, one of those drivers. A correction up there as well. Jerry Culver up on the outside lane, trying to rip that wall. He's going to have a huge run on the 23 here. He'll shoot to the inside. Ed Perry giving us a like. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Culver back to the inside. 23 breaks into the corner. Culver trying to get himself a win here at the Tricky Triangle. Has been very good. Top 3 car for sure. Tyler on the long haul there was able to track down a lot of time. So we'll see what Jerry does here over the course of this race. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate you. Mr. Perry, how are you doing, my friend? See where the race is happening. R.B. Turner, Robert Church, Tony Sanders. There they go. A lot of things happening. There's Brock Duty. Mark Ratchet on the bottom side. 32 of Bosford up on the outside. Kilway on board. Ratchet working. Oh, baby. Freeing up the nose just a little bit there. There's the 34 of Andrew Strodenbauer out there. Strodenbauer, oh, little free. Up on the wall. He's good. 24's good. No, and everybody's fine. Brian Rayburn. Get around. Jonathan Casebeer, just a little bit Casebeer. Again, I worried about the downforce of the car. He sits himself right there. Kevin Winker, again, maybe save it a little bit here. Listening to the car. But 38 laps to go. Somebody might be saving. Oh, yeah, he's clutching. Oh yeah, he's gonna try to make it to the end. That makes that car drive awful. Tyler Lemon to Dudley. Robert Church. Full Santa on the way out. Where's our YouTube chat at? Right, YouTube. All right. There's chat. Chat pop back up. Platforms. Huh. Oh, that would be why. It's because when YouTube got taken out there, I had to remove everything. Oh, we should be good to go now. Yeah. All right. Drivers holding on to everything they got. Restarting streamer bot here, so bear with me. All righty. Huh. Well, we're going to have to figure that out. I think Jerry's got a driver cam up. Here's the deal, folks. Driver cams. I'm going to make the announcement kind of like now. And I'm going to make an announcement in Discord as well. If your driver cam is not up when I go live, we're not going to put driver cams in anymore. Well, I want you guys to run your driver cams, and I want to make sure everybody gets it. But the resources that it takes, It's a couple of clicks of a button, but there's resources that the computer takes to be able to make sure that they continue to run. And if I don't do it in a specific order, it changes things. Jerry Culver out front as a 0.2 of a second difference here over Mr. Dudley. Tyler Lemon sits in third. Again, I talked about Tyler Lemon's pace here. He's keeping it close. Dudley trying to keep it close as well. And it's not on Jerry. It's just something that, I had said it before, and I want to make sure I say it again. I want to make sure that we continue to offer that for Chop Shop. 49 slides to the 13. 23 is going to be in tow. 37 of 70 here. Kevin Winker, 9 seconds back. And again, I talked about him saving fuel. That's what he's trying to do here. Because normally he'd be up here running with everybody else. Tony Sanders to the inside of Church. Out of the tunnel turn. Side by side here. The only reason why I want to do it that way is because it allows me to make sure nothing fails. That's it. 7 to the 5. To turn 3. Tony trying to make the pass. Jerry Culver sees Tyler Lemon behind. Tyler, again, I still think has the car to beat tonight, but we'll see how it fares out over the course of this race. Dudley leading. And I would never, if I didn't look at the cameras to make sure everybody was still connected, I would never have seen Jerry still there. So we want to make sure that we do that the right way. So I appreciate you. That 34 paint looks good. Not bad for asking it. Hey, I like it. Church trying to put his stuff out there. That's the reason why your stuff's not working, Church. I appreciate you. Perry Motorsports returns next Saturday night. See you all at the track. Perfect, Ed. Joe says, don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off the the Lone Ranger, and you don't mess with Clint Hackett. That's a lot. Top 3, pulling away. Tony Sanders trying to work to the inside. There's Clint Hackett there. Clint's going to slide the outside lane. Mark Russian in tow. 2.9 seconds the gap. Kevin Winker has gotten around Devin Acuna. Devin Acuna, I believe, went to pit road. Yeah, he is out of the race according to what the relative has shown me. 10.6 seconds as Winker's going to be in 15th. Bosworth, Jonathan Casebeer battling here. Brock Duty in 9th. It's a lot of time to give up to save some fuel. And all realistic nature, a late race caution makes... Oh, Jerry Culver coming to pit lane. This is what I talked about. Whether or not drivers going to be able to make it to pit road and do what they got to do. Right now, Dudley, Lemon, Sanders, Robert Church. It's going to be positive 6 spots. Clint Hackett's going to be up 1. Mark Retchen up 2. RB Turner up 4. Andrew in a 34. He does have a good looking paint scheme. I do like it. Going to be up 7 spots. Rayburn off 2 from the start of the race, but he's still working forward. Jonathan Casebeer works himself inside the top 10. Was third whenever that last issue happened. But right now, see Brock Duty and Bosworth trying to close in on the 8. Jerry Culver getting a pit stop in. It's going to be leaving pit road. And he'll come out ahead and on the lead lap. To every one of these drivers, the one thing you don't want to see is you don't want to see, if you're Jerry Culver, a caution at this particular point. 42.5 seconds. It's 30 seconds to do this. Dudley ahead of the racing surface. Tyler Lemon, 0.8 of a second back. Tyler having the strat. Kevin Winker ahead of Jerry Culver by 30 seconds. But Jerry Culver's going to have fuel. He didn't have to worry about anything here. And if he's got the right strat here, he's going to be able to do so. We normally see 28 to 32 laps on a pit cycle, and we'll see how this one fares out because we had our last caution 14 laps ago. As they come around, complete 41, 42 underway. RB has moved up a spot, the 7 of Tony Sanders, just ahead. Clint Hackett has a 7 on his paint scheme as well. It might be why I was confused earlier. He's normally the 28. So, all those things happen. We're going to have to get StreamerBot working correctly. So that everybody can get their stuff taken care of. PMS, you had to go out of town for your niece's 18th birthday. Well, happy birthday to the niece. 32 to the wall back here just a little bit. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We love it.
Happy birthday!
Tony in third. Mark Wretched's going to be in fourth. Robert Church in fifth. And here's the 0-2 of RB Turner looking to the inside. Osford coming to pit road. Jerry Culver, 33 seconds of the gap. Jerry Culver to Kevin Winker, 27 and some change. Kevin Winker still saving here, trying to get himself to the positive margin as Dudley and Tyler Lemon doing what they've got going on. Bosworth in and out his pit lane real quick. It's going to take tires and fuel. Going to have that pit stop. It's going to take a little bit of time. Definitely wants to come out ahead of everybody. All right, battle for the lead. Heating up. Andrew, Clint Hackett going back and forth. Andrew will clear Clint. 24 there to the inside. Brian Rayburn coming in out of pit road. Jerry Culver, first of the takers. 24 seconds now, the difference between he and Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker still trying to save here. But we're down to the wire. Dudley coming around has Tyler Lemon in tow. There'll be 25 laps to go next time by. And can the fuel strat work for Kevin Winker? A lot of magic numbers happening here. A lot of drivers are going to split this part in half. 23 laps on most of the drivers' tires and fuel. Dudley has kept it nice and even. Tyler Lemon getting right there to the back bumper of the 49. Going to get a little wiggle out of the 23. The draft is prevalent here. 25 laps to go, presented by Admin Box. And the Chopp'N It Up Podcast Xfinity Series here. Thank you again to the Chopp'N It Up Podcast for coming on board with Chop Racing. Doing a lot of things. That is Ryan Wendt that heads that up, along with the admins of the Chop Racing crew. And, of course, we always appreciate them doing what they can do. There's Tony Sanders. He's working very hard here. Drivers closing in a little bit here as they work. Jerry Culver, a second and a half faster than everybody right now. And that matters. His fastest lap, 55.48. As the tires fall off, the longer that they run, the harder it is that it's going to be to catch them. But it is the same concept for Jerry Culver. Jerry Culver is trying to catch these drivers. Rayburn just ran a 56.18. That is his fastest lap of the race. 45 seconds back, which is going to be about 10 seconds. Oh, Church, Clint Hackett off the racing surface. They're trying to come to pit road. They're fine. No caution. Here's what happened here. Oh, I think Church was committing to pit road. Well, now they're for sure committing to pit road. He and Clint Hackett both in on pit road now. So no caution. Right now, Dudley, Tyler Lemon. Up and out. Church on pit road. It's going to be leaving pit road. Clint Hackett is going to be getting that 5 seconds taken care of. Bosworth on pit road as well. He is getting all of his damage work done. RB Turner to pit road. A little wiggle down in. Normally we put up the pace speed for everybody. Should be 55 miles an hour. That is the magic number here. As the 49 presses out. Drivers working. The long straightaway before the tunnel turn. Andrew back here in fourth. He comes off of turn one. You see how that track slopes out. That's amazing to see. Kevin Winker, this last lap, 58.83. Jerry Culver, 17.8 seconds the gap. As Rayburn, Turner, Casebeer, all on pit road, are going to be leaving now. As Culver goes up to ninth. 14 seconds the gap between he and some of the drivers. Rayburn's going to be able to run just a touch faster. About 4-lap fresher tires. But Culver, only 0.2 of a second difference. Tyler Lemon coming to pit road. Andrew coming in as well. This is where it matters when we're 22 laps into this thing. Jerry Culver tried to short pit the field here. He's going to be the first driver to be looking at it. Kevin Winker coming around, trying to do what he can to save fuel. 49 up and out, 5 seconds the gap between he and Tony Sanders. Tony Sanders, 58.20 his last time by. Mark Retchen, 59.34. Which makes me assume that Mark might have been saving a little bit as well. Brock Duty sits in fourth. Mueller's going to be in fifth, up 11. Kevin Winker in sixth right now. Jerry Culver trying to do his deed. Dudley coming to pit road. Tyler Lemon is up to speed and made himself very aware of what was going on there. 23, bottom of the racetrack. 74 up and out. 23, very free out of the tunnel turn. Can Dudley get up to speed? That's the big question here. Dudley trying to make it happen. Mueller on pit road. Kevin Winker to fourth. Jerry Culver to fifth. Dudley leaving pit lane. But Tyler Lemon will be up to speed. So Dudley will no doubt see that as an issue. Jerry Culver's last lap, 56.93. RB, 56.09. Tony Sanders is now your race leader. In and out of pit road is going to be the biggest factor here. Tony Sanders is going to have to maximize this as he comes to pit road. Down, out of the gas. Brock Duty is going to give one more. Mark Retchen to pit road. Kevin Winker will come around. Jerry Culver, 19 seconds. So Kevin Winker, with 20 laps to go, is trying to save enough fuel to make this race. And Jerry Culver is very much closing the distance down, but Tyler Lemon is very much closing in as well. He's trying to hit his marks as Brock Duty is your race leader. 5 1/3 as they work 20 laps to go. Tony Sanders leaving pit lane. Mark Retchen as well. 20 laps to go. Bosworth still getting the car fixed. Let's go Culver from Brian Fine. I think Culver had a great idea. But Tyler Lemon, 55-54. That was his fastest lap of the race. He is out there with clean air. He is very quickly catching Jerry Culver. Ryan Rayburn sits in fifth. He came in on 43. Dudley in on 49. He's going to be looking at it as well. Culver going in. Brock Duty comes to pit lane. He's going to get his stuff taken care of. Kevin Winker is being caught. Jerry Culver's last lap, 57-38. Second and a half faster is Tyler Lemon right now. Brian Rayburn, 56-74. Half second faster is Robert Dudley on his last lap. R.D. Turner is catching fire here as well late. 19 laps to go. Church having a good day, up 3. Case Spear, 56-14, just ran his fastest lap of the race. Finally able to turn into the corner. Mueller just ran his fastest lap of the race, 56-44. Kevin Winker, a second and a half slower than Jerry Culver every single lap as he turns into the corner. Culver 57-32. Tyler Lemon 2.3 back. Just the newer tires are gonna play dividends here. And there is plenty of time for Tyler Lemon and Jerry Culver to catch Kevin Winker here. Rayburn is another driver they're going to be looking at here. Sherry, thank you for the like, dear. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good night. Kaylee, give it what's going on, Kaylee? Good to see you out there. I appreciate you, dear. Let's go 74. Rayburn having a good race. Really is. I like you all. Much love. Church did his little thing earlier. I could play Church's thing here. Make sure Church's thing plays. And then, which one do you want today, babe? Which one do you want today? Found. You have 2 right now. Okay. All right. I thought that might be the case. It's right there.
Bazinga.
She said, if you don't know where it's from, can't be friends. Rayburn, 1.4 back from Dudley. Dudley catching. Rayburn, same concept. Give it 6 lap difference on tires is a big thing. Right now, Jerry Culver, Tyler Lemon going at it here. Jerry Culver definitely making it difficult here. Trying to hold on to what he has. Tyler Lemon, 56.80 his last time by. And Jerry might have saved some stuff here to be able to duke it out with a 23. 23, he's just going to be able to turn in. He's got 9 lap fresher tires. And right now, he's going to be on the back bumper of the 13. 23, he's going to try to, I think he's trying to do a bump and run here. Push up out of the corner. This is a track we've seen bump and runs go wrong. AKA Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson about 4 years ago. And the Xfinity car, it's even worse. 23 up on the outside lane. 13 up to put the air on the 23. 15 laps to go. Brian Rayburn now catching these drivers. Dudley's going to make the pass on the outside. 74 gives the lane up. Does a great job. Jerry Culver trying to put on a show here. 23 and the 13. Good race line. 23 trying to take the lane away. And these two, as they turn into the corner, 13 turns in the corner sharp. Watch the drive here from the 23. He's going to get there. He's going to be on the inside. Just no way to outturn the tunnel turn if you have better tires and you can brake. 13. It's going to be door to door. Can the 23 clear the 13? He's going to do it. 13 into the wall. So Tyler Lemon, now with 14 laps to go, is going to try to track down the 14. I don't think the 14 is going to have a choice here. I think Tyler Lemon, he's in the entrance of turn 1. Kevin Winker clutching in everything he's got to be able to make it on fuel. Jerry Culver back to third. Dudley sits in fourth, and he's going to be trying to catch Jerry Culver now. Ryan Rayburn is actually catching Jerry Culver now as well. Tony Sanders, these drivers that chose to pit a little bit later. And Jerry did a great job trying to work that strat, and he was going to try to work on Tyler, but those newer tires just were not going to hold him off for very long. But a great job and a great drive and a good show for the 13 car. Kevin Winker now within 3.7. All the things. Watkins Glen. So Kevin Winker take the win there. Dudley was second. Tyler Lemon was third. So Tyler looking for another win out of this series. K-Spears got a win. Tyler Lemon last one at it was Richmond, week 11. So Kevin Winker trying to hold on to what he has, 13 laps to go. Tyler Lemon is going to all but catch him and pass him. Jerry Culver sees Dudley closing in as well. Dudley's last lap, half second faster than Tyler Lemon here. And there's 12 laps to go. And if Dudley can keep up the pace like he is, he's got the drive here to be able to catch Tyler Lemon. We'll see if he does. But Tyler, again, once he gets clean air, gets out in front of Kevin Winker here, there's not much here that is going to hold that back. And right now, Kevin Winker, he's not only clutching it in, but he's on much older tires than the rest of the field. Looking at about 48 lap old tires at a track like this that eats your tires up. It's massive. Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker up and out. Tyler Lemon will be there to the inside. He's just going to be able to throttle up and make that pass. If Kevin is trying to slowly decrease his relative here, there's a lot of drivers within. I mean, Kevin could still possibly get a top 5 out of this with 11 laps to go if he can hold on to it. But that is if he does not run out of fuel. Dudley gets around to 13. Jerry Culver, 57.93. Tyler Lemon's last lap, 56.96. Fastest driver on the racetrack is Tony Sanders, 56.76. 2-lap fresher tires. But Tony still running good laps. Very comfortable. Top 5 night for Ryan Rayburn. 57.70 his last lap. He is slowly but surely catching the 13 of Jerry Culver, who's back to 14th. Back to 4th. Tony Sanders makes the pass of the 74. Tony able to get it back around. Lemon, your race leader. Kevin Winker to pit road. Now a chance here for the 10 to not lose too many spots, right? That's the big key here. And with newer tires in the field, well, I take that back. He's going to need a splash and go. His tires really shouldn't be that bad unless he takes right sides. And depending on what his left sides are, he could take right sides and a splash and get back out there and run the last 10 laps. And that's exactly what he does. Right sides and a splash. Just to be able to turn. A 9-second pit, sir. 9.75 second pit stop. That's usually just one side of tires. Usually. 3 seconds the gap between Tyler Lemon and Robert Dudley. Dudley, 0.3 of a second faster last time by. 57 flat for Tyler Lemon, 57 flat for Dudley. This time by pretty much leveled out. Gary Culver sits in third. Tony Sanders, 1.5 back with 9 laps to go. That's a lot of time, folks. Not much in the way of the race line here, but it's a lot of time. 3.2 second gap now. Kevin Winker in 14th. Might be able to, if he runs hard here and can run hard here, he might be able to get 1, maybe 2 spots. Clint Hackett, it's comfortable 58 seconds on his last lap time. 49 is when he came to pit road, so he should be able to run. Kevin Winker in on 60, so looking at an 11 lap difference on tires. It may not seem like a lot, but it is a lot for a 2.5 mile length racetrack that burns your tires up fast. Kevin Winker tailed to the field, and we'll check in on the rest of the drivers. Right now, the 8 and the 5 near the wall. Top 10 night for Mr. Church. There's the 3-4 having a good race. And we thank all of the drivers for being out there, kicking butt, taking names, taking to the driver cams tonight. Again, presented by Chop Shop. RB Turner sits in 6th. He is trying to catch Brian Rayburn. He's got Rayburn in his sights here, but, top 5 night still working. There is Andrew. We were just talking about that guy. He's going to have Casebeer right behind him. Andrew came in on lap 48. Casebeer on 47. Andrew driving for the girls, man. Dad of 4 girls. Big hashtag early on in the street. He's doing well. Love to see it. Love to see all of it. There is Clint Hackett. He is running 12th right now. He is trying to do more with that car. But I tell you what, still a good night for him. Still a good night. Kevin Winker's last lap, 56. He's running a lap faster, so he might be able to catch a driver or 10. No, a driver or 2. And there's Churchy. He's inside the top 10, up 1 as things go and things work. 7 laps to go to the end of this one. And, of course, as always, we'll thank Mr. Dudley. He runs second right now, 2.9 the gap. Consistent night, needs consistency for the rest of the regular season. These drivers getting close to the playoffs here, and it's going to be a massive look, a massive overhead kind of drive here. The schedule, as it would be, next week we're going to Michigan on the 22nd, and then that's when the regular season championship should be crowned. That should be, I think Kevin Winker might have it locked in, depending on how points play out this week, but he should have it locked in. Unless they have a massive field next week, he should be good to go. Daytona for the first race of the round, for the first race of the round of 16. Then Phoenix, then Texas will be the first race of the round of 8. And then they're going to have Charlotte, and then Bristol, then Homestead, and all the cool things. Andrew Davis giving us a like. Thanks, sir. I appreciate you. That's Mr. Dudley on your screen. We thank all the drivers for running all these fantastic driver cams each and every week. And make a difference. Thank you to Farm LLC for the pole sitter. Thank you, of course, to Richard Berton, the PRS Setups crew. Thank you to Chop Shop Racing. And, of course, and always to the Chopp'N It Up podcast. Tyler Lemon, comfortable. I said he had the car to beat tonight. Pit strategy was going to be everything. Dudley just as fast and is doing well enough to make it work. 5 laps to go. Andrew and Church. The Casebeer gets around Andrew here. Church not far off. Andrew up 7 still. Dudley up 12. Everybody holding on. Culver sees Sanders. Gary Culver trying to hold on. 5 laps to go. Tony Sanders on 11-lap newer tires. He'll make that inside line. He'll be able to get that inside line. Extra braking into the corner. The turn off. Battle for a top 3. Tony Sanders looking to the inside. Same concept we saw before. Tony Sanders trying to make the pass for third. Jerry Culver a little ways off the wall. 13 trying to protect the bottom side of the racetrack. Tony Sanders will drive into the corner. Again, this is just the drive difference. 13, up near the wall. He's going to get into the wall. He got tight. 7 drives away. He's going to be clear. 13 tried to defend that line. We'll see if Jerry can have anything for Tony Sanders here as we're 4 laps to go. Tyler Lemon has a 8-second lead over those drivers. And Dudley, 2.9, trying to close in. Had a good race here. And right now, Jerry Culver to the back bumper of Tony Sanders. Into the corner. Tony Sanders trying to do what he can. You don't want to rearview mirror drive this racetrack. You just want to run your line. 13 into the wall again. Ryan Rayburn closing in. Top 5 night for Rayburn. RB Turner solid where he's at. 3 laps to go. Had a good call tonight as we only saw 1 caution for incident. And so far, there's 3 laps to go. Anything can happen, right? And 1 caution for the stage. So 2 total. .3 and making it work. Kevin Winker has caught a couple of drivers here. So these are 2 position points that he might be able to get. Does see Mark Retchen just ahead. So Kevin Winker, again, I talked about it earlier. He might be able to get a couple of spots here. Salvage the night. 2 to go. Right side tires are enough. Oh, baby. Clint Hackett, Mueller, 42. And a precarious situation there. Up and out. He's going to make that pass in 1 corner. So Kevin Winker, 56.47. Mark Retchen just ran a 59.09. It's got about 2 seconds, 2 to go here. Duty is probably too far gone, so Kevin Winker trying to get a top 10 night. Probably not going to happen. Dudley backs off just a little bit, comfortable where he's at. Doesn't need to push too hard. Tyler Lemon will come around onto the front straightaway. Final time. Final 3 quarters here at Pocono as Tyler Lemon will take that white flag. Dudley, Sanders, Jerry Culver sits inside the top 5. Still salvages a great night for himself. Brian Rayburn, 1.8 back. RB Turner, 3.5 back from there, up 5. But Tyler Lemon on the final lap, final stretch of driving. He'll be able to coast around. He'll get a 2nd win pretty easily here, barring a catastrophe in turn 3. Kevin Winker will pick up 11th here. Not going to get a top 10, but 11th is not bad. Tyler Lemon comes around. Kevin Winker with a stage win. He's going to lose all of those net positive points that you would see. Tyler Lemon gets the victory. Dudley will finish 2nd. Tony Sanders, very comfortable, is going to finish 3rd. Jerry Culver will finish 4th. Brian Rayburn, top 5. RB Turner holding on for 6th. Jonathan Casper will finish 7th. Andrew will finish 8th, up 7 spots. A solid night for that driver. Robert Church will finish in 9th. Brock Duty will finish 10th. And Kevin Winker will come home 11th, 27.9 back. Mike Bueller up 4. Mark Retchen is going to be in 13th. Clint Hackett in 14th. But Tyler Lemon will be able to celebrate here as the drivers go to work. Here's your race results. And thank you to Chopp'N podcast and the fine folks over here at the Chop Shop Racing Series. Great run for all the drivers, man. I tell you what, great run for the 49. Well done, young man, says Mr. Van Nest. Colin Dudley, a young man. I love it. Tyler's going to get the win here, 2nd of the season. Dudley's going to finish 2nd. The 7 of Tony Sanders going to finish 3rd. Jerry Culver, Brian Rayburn, your top 5. RB, Case Beer, Andrew, Mr. Church, Brock, Kevin, Mr. Mueller, then Mark Wretched, Clint Hackett, Bosworth, Dakuda, Jeff K, Brecker, all through 18th. And that was all we had tonight. 18 drivers finished this race. So good celebratory action. Thank you again to all the sponsors of Chop Shop Racing. Thank you to all of our sponsors. As we'll soak it in, Tyler getting a good win here. He deserved it, man. That was a good win. It was a good win. Good stinking win. Awesome job, Dan and all the drivers. I love it. Love it. It was a good time. It was a good race. Very clean. Say very clean. Very, very, very. It was clean. It was good. It was very clean. Ay, ay, ay. Why is it doing that again? We're going to be making some changes on our YouTube. Awesome job, 74. Have a good night to you as well. Diggs out there. What's the what? Oh, the church taker. Yeah, that's church's sound. Normally YouTube we have sound alerts for folks and specific folks and all that stuff. And well, StreamerBot and YouTube are disconnected right now because of we had to fight to get our YouTube channel back because somebody did some weird things. So yeah, church has this taker sound. That's what it is. It's the church taker. Yep. I had to read that again. Tyler Lemon's going to get your victory, though, and well-deserved. Had the car to beat tonight. Started on pole, able to work through the field. Hard racing, and put it at the right time. And it was a good call, and it was very, very, very smooth race for the most part.
Thank you. Yeah, it was. I'm glad I had to start at the back. Had an EOL from last week. I was able to see what the car could and couldn't do. I really burnt that right front up there, trying to get up to the front. But that was good to set me up for the second stint there. I was just going to let those guys kind of go and burn their stuff up, and it worked in my favor.
You had the car to beat, and I said it early in the race. I know that Kevin might have won the stage, and he's giving you props out there. But you were there. You were on point to catch him. Because you and Jerry putting on a show for me and some big competitive racing there. There's a lot to be said for a track this big, where you can set yourself up for passes a couple of different places, and depending on how you drive your car throughout the field, and throughout each segment, it becomes just common knowledge where you can set your corner up, and what drive you can study drivers for a lot longer here than you can say at a super speedway.
Yeah, I love setting people up out of the tunnel turn there. I think that's what they call it. But it's real easy to overdrive it. And if you're putting pressure on someone and you kind of give them a little peek to the inside, it usually tends to make them overdrive it. And if you brake a little early, then you could usually throttle back up and get up beside of them at least.
I think that's why when I drive this track, I turn my mirror off. I just try to listen to the spotter, because the moment I look up there, if I feel like somebody's running me close, I kind of I want to ignore that, and just kind of drive the track the way it's supposed to, But this is a fun racetrack. I like it. It's your second win as well. So we get a top 3 last week. I know that. You won at Richmond. Now Pocono, one race left before the regular season ends, and we start heading into the playoffs. And that's kind of where this direction goes into. Only 2 races are going to be able to help you kind of make that mark for getting into the round of 8, and needing to be inside the top 3 in points is huge.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get momentum for the playoffs. I know we got to go to Daytona coming up here. I think that's the first race of the playoffs. I'm not sure, but that's going to be a wild card. But yeah, the goal is still the same as last week, try to get second. And, I don't know. I know Dudley finished second tonight. He had a good run. It's fun racing with him. And, Kevin, he's kind of set sail on everybody. But we'll see what these next couple weeks bring. And hopefully have some good momentum going into the playoffs.
Well, one of the biggest things that Kevin can take chances in that first race because he's netted enough playoff points to be able to do so. And I think that's where you have a different path here. You have to battle your way, and you have to put yourself in those situations to, one, be clean, but two, be there.
I agree with that 100%. I missed a couple of races and I think that's hurt me, but that's life for you. I'm still excited. I think, we're doing pretty good. Just got to keep the car clean and every race. And, yeah, I'm just looking forward to it.
It's going to be good, man. Congratulations. The Tricky Triangle is yours. And we head off to Michigan next week. That's another tire eating track and multi-groove. We'll see probably 3, 4, 5 wide and all the cool things. What's the plan? Hey, we talk about your plan for that one, but that's kind of all or nothing at that particular point. If you're going to go out there and have momentum, that's a race. You probably have to check off that you need to try to win.
Yeah, it is. I won a race. Well, I almost won a race in officials a while back when they went there in the Xfinity series, but that was an open setup race, so this is gonna be completely different. But yeah, it's gonna be slick, and definitely gonna eat the tires up. It'll be important to keep the right front underneath it, so you can get off the corner and get that momentum for those long straightaways. But I think it'll be a good time.
It's going to be a blast. I like that track, and just like I like this track. This one was a very calm race tonight and very comfortable win for you. No matter how it looked at, I still think you were the car to beat. And you had some good competition out there. Try to take it away, but it was nonetheless your race. Tyler, congratulations once again on the victory, second of the season. Give a shout outs, my friend.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I just want to thank Chopp'N It Up Medium Podcast, Dove Farm LLC for the pole award, and then you guys over there at Signature Esports for putting on an awesome broadcast. It's a blast watching what you do and listen to you talk, and I can tell you're a true race fan. And also, I want to thank all the admins that run this league. I've run in some other leagues before, and this is just clean. Also, to the drivers, there's not a lot of talking during the race, arguing with each other, complaining. That just makes this league a blast to run. And and as far as I'm concerned, Chopp'N It Up, I'll race with these guys any day of the week from here on out.
It's worth it, man. It's worth it. They make you honest, and they keep themselves honest too. I think that's the reason why I've tried to stay with this series for as long as possible, because they're just good, wholesome people. So I agree, brother.
Yeah, it's just nice. You can go to race, you don't have to worry about people, jawing and stuff like that. So, but thanks again, man, and hope you have a good week.
You too. Enjoy the rest of your races. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, brother.
That is Tyler Lemon coming on P1, P2 tonight. The Dudleyest of men, the Mr. Roll Tide himself, Mr. Robert Dudley. Brother.
What's up, bud?
Hey, man, you got yourself a. Yeah. You gotta. Hold on, Jess is coming. Where's Snake Man? Hold on.
He's right here. He's next, but he's playing possum. I mean, he's playing coy today.
He's playing coy. It's okay. He'll come around. Every time he gets to talking, Snake Man makes an appearance. There it is. Cat's even already looking for him. Mr. Dudley, comfortable race tonight as well. You were catching there toward the end. I think you guys kind of, there he is. There's Stinkman. You guys kind of leveled off there at the end. Good call to come to pit road 49. Just you led some laps and back on the podium, and that's it was weird not seeing you on the podium there for a minute, and here we are. We're back again.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Congratulations to Tyler and Sanders. Good run. Kind of frustrated. That last green flag pit stop, I slid through my damn pit box and
Oh no,
cost me time. And then when I exited my pit box, I was in fourth gear, so
slowed you down a little bit. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it at this track actually, and I've done it at Daytona too. Man, when those tires get hot, though, you're gonna get that. It's gonna get to the point where it's 55 miles an hour down this pit road. That may not seem like much in comparison to what the drivers are watching you guys do. But 55 miles an hour, everybody tries slamming on your brakes within 30 feet of something at 55 miles an hour. That's That's hard.
Yeah, overall, it was a good run. I would have been like to been closer to Tyler at the end, but like I said, it cost me time. But good run by him. Got himself some playoff points. Man, I'm really hurting on playoff points. Got a good track coming up next. Hopefully, maybe I can get a stage win and a win. We'll see.
Stage win, big points, and a win, even more important. Second to the points coming into today's race. You've been consistent all season long, right? And that's the biggest thing I can say about how you've adapted to the Xfinity series and running the Saturday night series. It's been, time and time again we see and hear frustrations on the racetrack, but that's kind of racing in general. But to have a race like tonight where it's just calm and just driving and just eyes forward and do what you can to finish where you can.
Yeah, I finished. I didn't expect a podium. I thought I was going to finish like 7th or 8th. I'm not too good here, but man, that tunnel turn was killing me. All in practice, I was all right in that tunnel turn, but man, during the race, I was sliding like I was on ice and loose on the exit, and all during practice, it wasn't like that, and so I had to adjust that during the race.
The biggest thing about this racetrack and dynamically watching iRacing ever evolve, the rubber being laid down in certain sections and the track dynamically heating up in the tunnel turn. You could watch that happen. Even after practice getting to qualifying, watching people try to exit that tunnel turn seemed like it was a different animal. It just kind of made it happen.
Like I said, I like this track, but I don't usually run it. I run consistent laps, but it lives up to its name, Tricky Triangles. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you like turn 2, folks, you're gonna like Indianapolis. That's kind of where that is modeled after. Mr. Dudley, it is always a pleasure. Stankman, it's always a pleasure as well. I got a P2 finish out of you tonight. We're going on to Michigan next week. It's gonna be a ton of fun, brother. Give you shout outs.
All right, give a shout out to you. Always putting on a great broadcast every week. Look forward to watching it. All the admin here in Chop Shop, John and Michael and Ryan, all sponsors, Brad Dove Trucking, a couple others. Like to shout out my dad, Arliss, watches every week, supports me. My beautiful fiance, Nancy, who watches every week. My son, Tyler, he's coming in here now, and I guess he makes comments.
Mm-hmm.
My cousins, Brian Cassidy up in Eugene, Oregon, and his wife, Danielle, and their kids. Also, I'd like to thank the ALS Association Alabama chapter, allowing me to run their banner and logo on my truck. And roll Tide.
I love it, brother. Congratulations once again. There's so much more coming over the course of the next couple of weeks into the playoffs. And, you got to make the playoffs and go have a run at this championship, I think.
Well, I got something for him. I'm just frustrated. I'd get some stage win. I just needed to get a couple more stage wins and a couple more wins. I'd be up there. Kind of got me worried, but it ain't gonna be that much of a points difference. So that Jerry, Culver, he's really competitive. Winker, think he forgot about me, but I'm here. Think Tyler forgot about me, but I'm here. So watch out.
I love it. All right, Dudley. Much love to you, brother. We'll see you next week, and good luck in the rest of your races this week, brother.
You too. Thank you, Jason. God bless.
You too, sir. That is Mr. Dudley coming home. P number 2. Last but not least, the Sanders of men, the Tony, the guy. Holy cow, brother. Top 3 night. Comfortable race. Look at you knocking some things out of the park.
Oh, yeah, it was a good race tonight. Really had a really good qualifying run that got me up front. So, because it's difficult to pass here once everybody gets strung out. So, qualifying was real pivotal in that. So, I was real happy with that performance. And then, cars seemed to do really well in the long run, too.
You were similar situation. It seemed like you, Dudley, and Tyler, once you got past that 5-6 lap mark after the tires kind of wore in, that was the key. And just trying to navigate traffic at that particular point was trying to find that run. You talked about it being tough to pass. We watched that second stint where you were just trying your darndest to get around drivers, and it just seemed like once you'd get into the bottom side, the drive off just could not happen fast enough for you to be able to clear out. We watched you slide people to be able to make those passes at a couple of points.
Oh yeah, right after the stage, me and Robert Church had a heck of a battle there.
Mhm.
I could get him going into turn one, but like you said, the drive off two, he'd come back by me. And it was just, I had to wait for the tires to come in. Like you said, after 5, 6, 7 laps, it started taking off like a rocket ship. Same thing happened with Jerry there at the end. I had to just wait and be able to get a real good run off 3 and into 1. And I was able to do the slide job on him there. So I was able to pull that out. But I didn't really have nothing for Dudley and Lemon. Lemon was on rails tonight.
He was. I said it earlier and I say it again. I think he was the car to beat. This was just watching his qualifying time and just kind of how he navigated the field in the first stage. Seemed to be a good situation. Oh wow, sorry, wife is pointing out 500 acres burned from brush fires, and over here at Camden County.
That's no good.
Yeah, sorry. 12 people have died. Oh man. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sad news. Anyway, we'll go back. Let's go back to you, Tony. Sorry.
You're fine.
When you broadcast it in the kitchen, which is what is happening this week or this weekend, the news comes on and bad things get shown, and I hate the news. I do. I hate the news.
Yeah.
Racing is much more important. That's why we like racing.
Absolutely.
That's why we like it. Like, it doesn't matter, good, bad, or ugly, depending on the race. Depending on each outcome of the race for all race fans, and I think that's what's true to heart. Slide Job City. We were just talking about that. It's difficult to slide this racetrack. You kind of have, because you can literally drag the rubber closer to where you're burning off your right rear instead of your right front.
Yes, that's, I didn't want to do it because then your tires got too hot. Then you lose all your grip anyway, whether fresh tires or not. I just tried to keep them. I just tried to get that run on the inside and try to make them make a mistake. But I didn't want to burn my stuff up because I figured big racetrack, 2.5 miles, and once everybody gets stretched out, I didn't think we'd see a lot of cautions tonight.
Mm.
So I wanted to have good tires for the long run, and I feel like it worked out in my advantage there at the end.
Yeah, it was good. It's a good race. It was calm, very calm. I like these kinds of races. And this series on Saturday has been pretty. Maybe 3 of the 13 races that we've ran have been things that we'd see a ton of more cautions than you would normally see on a racetrack, right? The rest of it has just been competitive racing, including yourself. Everything just seems to be dialing itself in. Everybody's getting used to each other. We're getting close to the playoffs, of course, so everybody's very familiar with everybody. But we're getting into a section of tracks that like Tyler, like Dudley, and now yourself, that you kind of find your favorites, and you kind of have to circle one, especially when we get into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I think Michigan will be a really good race next week for me, because that's one of those that you got to save your tires, and it's wide and you can race anywhere. Daytona is always a wild card, like you said, and Phoenix is not one of my best races, but I could usually come out towards the end if I just save my stuff and stay out of any instance. So, but yeah, the championship's coming up. We'll have to try to make a run for it there once you get into the playoffs.
Well, looking at you were outside today, looking in over Coulter Jr. Since Coulter didn't make the race, there's more points that's going to put you up inside that top 16. So next week is a pivotal week for you, and you got to have that clean top 10, top 5 finish, depending on how big the field is.
Oh yeah, definitely got to continue the momentum here. Definitely got to stay in the top 5, I believe, because if Michael comes back, he usually runs really well in the top 5 usually. So it'll be a fight for that 16th position.
Well, looking at stage points, you do have, or some playoff points. You do have playoff points. You do have one race win already. So that's the next line of things that you kind of have to look towards. You're good with the incident threshold. You're good everywhere right now, and positive momentum with a little bit of points going forward. If I'm looking at kind of where it is, it's going to put you inside the top 12 in points when the playoffs start, if you make the playoffs. So that's the positive momentum going forward. And then it's about finding friends to be able to keep your car clean at Daytona.
Oh yeah, Daytona is going to be the biggest wild card of this. I've not had any luck there. I usually get caught up in somebody else's doing, just trying to ride around. But hopefully, I got some friends. Hopefully, we can get up there. Got my teammates Clint Hackett, Brock Duty. So hopefully, we can work together and get up there and get us all into the championship. 16.
16 is the magic number, and then we're one race away. Tony, congratulations, man! At P3 finish tonight, solid performance, and an opportunity for you to do some more damage next week to those points totals. Give you shout outs, man. It's a good race.
All right. Thank you for putting the stream on. Shout out to Shop Series for putting the race on every week. You for streaming them. Also, my sponsors, the Bearded Man's Farm, the Bearded Man's Hobbies, and Muncie's Memorabilia for being on the car each and every week racing around with me. And my teammates, Clint Hackett and Brock Duty also.
Brother, I appreciate you. A ton of fun. Good luck in the rest of your races this week. We'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, sir.
That is Tony Sanders coming home in P number 3, and a good night for him as time marches on. And what a good race, man. It was a good race. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thank you to all the fine folks out there giving us all those likes out there on YouTube. Consider subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us grow that thing. Continue to follow us on Facebook. Our goal is 20,000 followers on Facebook this year, and we're at 18,000 and some change. Our goal on Twitch is 1,100 followers. We can do that, no problem. We're at like 1042. And then our goal on YouTube is 100,000 followers. And that is when I hit 100,000 followers, I'll probably sell the channel. No, I wouldn't sell the channel, but we did cap out tonight at just over live viewers across the platforms, just over 87 people watching at once, which is awesome, which I appreciate, which I thank you all very much for. It's pretty stinking cool. We're going to fix StreamerBot. We'll get that all working sometime. It may not be tomorrow, but it might be Monday. It might be Tuesday. I don't know. It depends on when we get everything put away with the house. So we're still moving things around and doing those kinds of things. So that's going to be a lot of our day tomorrow. But we do have AMP Racing tomorrow night. My Sunday Funday series is tomorrow morning. We do not have a live stream for that, but the race is going to be up. So if any of the drivers want to stream that race, and they have my full permission to do that, of course, and get out there and have some fun. And that's the big key. Have some fun. Because that's what it is. They're going to be at Las Vegas tomorrow in the Gen 6 car, which is a sad race for me to miss because I absolutely 110% unequivocally love that track and that car combination. But it's okay. We'll be fine. We'll come back and race again. But outside of that, thank you all very much for tuning in each and every day. Live from Jess's right shoulder and inside the kitchen while she's doing diamond art. Folks, you got to see this thing. This thing is like 3 foot by 5 foot. Okay, 5 by 4. So whichever. It's massive. Okay, this thing is huge, and she is 1, maybe 2 rows into it. And what I mean by a row, that's about 4 inches. Oh, and she's going to tell me right now. About 9 inches. So the size of a dollar bill. Yeah, by 5 foot. So she's got a long way to go. But it's awesome because she enjoys it. It's a really cute one. We'll take a picture of it when I get it framed. Outside of that, thank you folks very much. Consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Give us a like on all the platforms. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Thinking about you for being out there. Kaylee, much love to you. Kaylee, I hear you're going to be running the Powder Puff series next week. We're going to make sure that we get you taken care of and get you squared away. It'll be at Kansas. So thank you very much. Thank you to Chop Shop, the league, everybody that knocks it out of the park. Yeah, it's going to be good. Much love. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Peace. Jess says, hello back, Mr. Van Nest. And great show. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Much love to you, sir. Thank you very much. I got to make sure that I give you my love. So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.